who are over the age of 20.
Yeah.
And it's not age specific.
Right.
It really isn't. And so my personal rule is not to pick a fight with folks, and I don't respond to the fights. I just disappear. You know, and I figure if it's that deep, if someone is using that as a tool to get my attention, if the person really matters in my world, then I'm going to pick up a phone or send an email and say we need to talk. But how do you all deal with it when people call you out?
Positivity. Just keep tweeting positivity, because after a while they can't argue with positivity too much. Have a nice day is have a nice day. So in my mind, I'm probably thinking it's really something else. But I realize that there are other people that are reading this,
right?
And so you really have to present it. For me, I find that it's important to present it again in connection with your messaging, your core messaging. My core messaging is, sure, everybody has a bad day, sure, everybody has a bad mood, but rise above that. Flip it. Look at the other side of the coin, change your perspective. And so I think that's what's worked for me. It doesn't stop them from coming, and actually sometimes it's kind of good to hear criticism and to see what other folks are, because then I'll say, okay, maybe I need to write about that.
Right.
So that's how I do it.
I think social media is really not about everybody agreeing on what's coming
Right.
out. Social media is about multiple perspectives and engaging and agreeing to disagree. So yeah, you disagree with what I put out there. Let me see what you have to offer, and let's continue the dance.
It's funny, if someone said to me, you're only good once you have a hater. And I was like, but he's right. He's right.
That's when you know you're doing something.
Yeah.
It's what we're here for.
It's true. The thing about social media is you really see the good, the bad, and the ugly. I mean, it's really it's sort of that the microcosm of life. You see it all. People are just not afraid to say things and do things that they would never do in front of you or never say to you personally. And I've seen some knockdown, drag out Twitter fights. And I'm like, I can't believe this is going on in front of me. What is happening here? I mean, it just so quickly escalates. And I think the thing is, one of the things that I've always learned is that you just don't engage with ego. You leave ego alone. You just, when you see what's happening, like you said, you just fall back and disappear in the wind, because you can't fight with ego. Ego's always going to find something to pick at, have something negative to say, so no matter what you say or do, they're going to find the worst in that. And so you just leave it alone. You just leave it alone. Don't feel that you have to defend yourself or say, I'm not this way, or that's not, you don't have to do that. Because the truth of what you're saying will always come through. So you let that person be a hater. Just leave them alone and just say, okay, I know not to engage with that person.
Okay, here's another question. What happens when the people show up offline? How do you?
Stalker.
I don't even know what's stalking, but what happens when this is a small, we're in D.C.
Yeah.
In D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. It's a very small world, extended into Baltimore as well. And so how do you handle those interactions with folks online when you see them offline? Or do they come up to you in a certain way? I mean, I don't know. I haven't engaged, right? Like I said, I dropped out. I really did drop out.
I think that's probably the key. I think what Laura said, and also your way of doing it too, Ananda, I've never personally experienced it, but I would think that it's the same to some degree. Obviously, you're being confronted, in your personal space. It's a little different. You can navigate it differently. But I think the message that you're talking about is definitely true. You just really have to put the brakes on. Cross the street, get the car a little faster, whatever it is you have to do to just kind of get out of the situation.
For me, I think I just view it as like, if people have issues, then I continue to shine. I just continue to do whatever it is that, bring my brilliance forward. Keep doing that, but also I don't make their issue my issue. Their issue is theirs for them to have. They can have it. They can hold on to it, cradle it, or whatever they want to do. I'm not going to embrace whatever they have going on and make it my thing. Now, sometimes people do bring up issues like you mentioned that are very real issues that you go, I hadn't thought about that, or I hadn't thought about, that I said that, or this contradicts what I said before, and maybe you need to address it. If it is a contradiction, then say, hey, I'm a human, I interact with people, and I do make contradictions. And so sometimes that's what you do. You just own up to it, just be honest with where you are. But I think in general, and as you mentioned, Shella mentioned, I haven't had to deal with that. People, spewing a bunch of negativity directly at me. But, we're human, so we all deal with it. So I just think owning what's mine and then leaving the rest for them to happen. Because it's for them, it's not for me.
Well, who's the next person?